You've heard about Paul Boyan, the greatest lumberjack of all time?
And you've heard about Pecosville, the greatest cowboy?
Now, let us tell you about the words.
Biggest,
Fastest,
Bestest.
Sing Painter.
That's me, Slappy Hopper.
You'd better believe Slappy was biggest. Why, he was 7 feet tall with shoulders to match, and he weighed 300 pounds, even without his cap and coverall and brush and pocket.
And fastest?
Just give me an 8-inch brush.
Sleep.
Slop.
Slap.
The job was done.
And so smart, you'd never see a brush stroke?
And you bet Slappy was bestest. That was a count of his pictures.
No one else ever made them so true to life.
In fact, some folks say they were too true to life.
Slappy's trouble started with the huge red rose he painted on the sink for Rose Florist shop. Slappy, it's so real, said Miss Rose Red, the owner. Why, I can just about smell the fragrance.
But a week later, Rose Red floated into Slappy sing shop.
Slappy, that sink of yours was too good.
Too good?
That's right. The bees got wind of it and swore all over that rose, trying to get it. They scared away of my customers. That was bad enough, but wait till you see what's happened now.
When they reached the florist shop, Slappy saw that the bees were gone, but the rose had withered and died.
No one buys from a florist with a withered flower on her sink. That's the last thing you're paying for me, Slappy Hopper. The story got around, but most folks just laughed, and they still want Slappy to do their things.
His next job was to paint a billboard for the Eagle Messenger service. Slappy painted an eagle 3 times larger than life. Amazing, said Mr. Baldwin Eagle. It's so real, I could swear I saw it blink. Wait a minute, I did see it blink.
Then the bird flapped its wings and flew right off the billboard.
That thing was too good. That's the last time you'll work for me, Slappy Hooper.
Folks were getting scared to hear Slappy, but at least he got a job from the Sunshine Travel Agency.
The billboard was to show a man and woman on a beach, toasting under a hot sun. Slappy painted it the day after a big snowstorm.
Wonderful, said Mr. Sunshine. Why, that sun makes me feel hot, and look, the snow on the sidewalk is melting. But a couple of days later, Slappy got a call. Slappy, you sing into good. Get down here right away.
When Slappy arrived, he saw that the sidewalk and the street in front of the billboard were covered with beach chairs. People sat around in swimsuits and sunglasses, sipping lemonade and splashing Sultan lotion.
They're blocking traffic, and the mayor blames me. Besides, they won't need my travel agency if they take their vacation here. You've got to do something, Slappy.
So Slappy set up his gear and got to work. He painted the sun on the billboard much hotter. Before long, the crowd was swearing books and complaining of sunburn. Then everyone picked up and left.
Good work, Slappy.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
The man and woman on the billboard were walking off too.
Just then, a lake of flame shot up the wall of the building across the street. Slappy Singh had set it on fire. In a few minutes, 5 trucks climbed up as firefighters, turning houses on the flames. Slappy, try something else.
Slappy go back to work. He painted a storm cloud across the sun, but he had to jump clear when the cloud shot bolts of lightning.
Then the storm broke.
Slappy's clothes rained so hard the billboards overflowed and flooded all a Main Street. Never again, Slappy Hooper.
After that, no one on earth would hire Slappy. It looked as if his sign painting days were done.
Slappy felt so low. He made up his mind to throw his paint kit in the river. He threw it onto the tallest bridge in town and was just about to chuck it when a voice thundered out beside him.
Don't do that, girl, Slappy. You're going to need it.
Right next to Slappy stood a man almost as big as Slappy himself. He wore a paint splotched with coverall and a cap with 2 little angel wings string out. He carried an 8-inch brush.
Who are you? I'm Michael, from the Evelyn Singh Company. The boss has had an eye on you for some time, Slappy, and he likes your work. He's got a job for you, if you don't mind working in the rain. Tell me about it. We need someone to paint a rainbow this Wednesday. Most of the time, we hit all the rainbows ourselves, but it's going to rain in a bunch of places Wednesday, and we could sure use some help. I'm your man.
Said Slappy.
That Wednesday morning, Slappy rented a cannon and set it in a big cow pasture. He tied 2 ropes to his scaffold, then ran the other ends through a couple of skyhawks. Then he loaded the skyhawks in the cannon and shot them straight up.
Boom!
Sure enough, the skyhawks caught on the sky.
Slappy felt the first raindrops. He piled all his paints and brushes onto his scaffold, climbed on, and hoisted himself up, up, and up. He kept going till he was just under the clouds. Then he tied his ropes and started to paint.
Sleep.
Slap.
Slap.
He had only just finished when the sun popped through the clouds and lit up what he'd done.
There never was a fine rainbow. It had every color you could imagine, each one blending perfectly with the next.
And not a brush stroking scene.
Just then, Slappy felt a big jolt. He looked up to see what had caused it.
Oh no!
The sun had run smack into his skyhawks.
Slappy shut his eyes and waited for the long drop to the ground. But it never came. When Slappy looked again, he saw why.
For heaven's sake!
Slappy's shocks had caught on the sun itself, and the sun was pulling his right across the sky.
Now, another thing painter might have been frightened, but not Slappy Hooper. He was enjoying the ride.
He'd covered a good distance when Michael appeared on the scaffold beside him.
The boss liked your rainbow, Slappy. You mean it wasn't too good? If it's not too good, it's not good enough. That's how we figure. Anyhow, now that you are here, the boss has another job for you. If you don't mind working at ours, tell me about it. It's the sunrise and sunset. I guess you know, the boss himself has been painted them since time began, but he's done it so long. He'd like to give someone else a change. I'm your man.
said Slappy Hooper.
Slappy's been up there ever since.
Of course, you can see him with the sun so bright, but he's there all the same.
Night and day, the sun pulls Slappy and he rides around the world. And every time Slappy comes to our sun, he reaches up with his each brush.
Sleep.
Slop,
Slap!
the job is done.
I'm never a brush stroking thing.
That's right.